Just a few years ago, electric cars were considered a luxury experiment. Early buyers paid premium prices to be part of the future, while most drivers believed EVs would stay expensive for decades. But something dramatic is unfolding behind the scenes of the global auto industry. The economics of electric vehicles are changing at an astonishing pace. Factories are becoming smarter, batteries are becoming cheaper, and new competitors are entering the market with aggressive pricing strategies. Governments are accelerating the transition to clean transportation, while engineers are redesigning cars from the ground up to make them simpler and cheaper to build. The result is a perfect storm of innovation that could slash EV prices in half. Automotive analysts now believe the next generation of electric vehicles could cost up to 50% less than early models. In some markets, small EVs are already approaching the price of gasoline cars, and in certain cases, they're even cheaper to own. This isn't just about cheaper batteries or government incentives. It's the result of a massive transformation happening across the entire automotive ecosystem. From revolutionary manufacturing methods to fierce global competition, the electric car market is entering a new era. Here are 7 powerful reasons why your next electric car could be dramatically cheaper than you think. Let's watch. 1. The battery revolution is crushing costs. For years, the biggest barrier to affordable EVs was the battery. Early electric vehicles carried expensive battery packs that sometimes cost more than the rest of the car combined. But battery technology has evolved faster than almost anyone predicted. A decade ago, EV batteries cost more than $1,000 per kilowatt hour. Today, that cost has dropped dramatically, and many manufacturers are approaching the $100 threshold that experts once called the holy grail of affordable electric mobility. One of the biggest breakthroughs has been the rise of lithium iron phosphate batteries. These batteries use cheaper materials and are more durable than older lithium-ion designs. Automakers such as Tesla and BYD are already using this technology in many of their vehicles. Even more exciting is the development of sodium-ion batteries. Instead of relying on lithium, these batteries use sodium, one of the most abundant elements on Earth. Sodium batteries could dramatically reduce costs while maintaining solid performance for everyday driving. As battery factories expand worldwide, the price of energy storage will continue falling. And because the battery is the most expensive part of an EV, every drop in battery cost translates directly into a cheaper car. 2. Gigafactories are changing the economics of car production. The way cars are built is undergoing a revolution. Traditional automakers relied on complex global supply chains and multiple factories to assemble different components. Electric vehicles, however, are increasingly produced in massive, highly automated facilities designed specifically for EV production. These giant plants, often called gigafactories, can produce batteries, motors, and vehicle components in one integrated location. Companies like Tesla and Volkswagen are investing billions into these facilities. Gigafactories reduce costs in several ways. Automation speeds up production, integrated supply chains eliminate transportation expenses, and massive output spreads development costs across millions of vehicles. The more cars a factory produces, the cheaper each individual vehicle becomes. This is the same principle that made smartphones affordable after they were first introduced. As more gigafactories open around the world, EV prices will continue dropping. 3. Electric cars are simply easier to build. Gasoline vehicles are mechanical masterpieces, but they're also incredibly complicated. A traditional engine contains hundreds of moving parts, along with fuel systems, transmissions, exhaust components, and cooling equipment. Electric cars eliminate much of that complexity. Instead of a complicated engine and gearbox, EVs use a relatively simple drivetrain consisting of a battery, electric motor, and power electronics. Fewer parts mean fewer assembly steps, lower manufacturing costs, and fewer things that can break. Some manufacturers are taking simplification even further. For example, Tesla introduced gigacasting, a technology that replaces dozens of individual metal components with a single large aluminum casting. This drastically reduces manufacturing time and cost. Cars that once required hundreds of welds can now be built with just a few large components. As automakers redesign vehicles specifically for electric platforms, production will become faster, simpler, and far cheaper. 4. Global competition is exploding. Perhaps the biggest force pushing EV prices downward is competition. Electric vehicles are no longer dominated by a handful of companies. Dozens of automakers around the world are entering the EV market with ambitious plans and aggressive pricing. Chinese manufacturers are especially disruptive. Companies such as BYD, NEIO, and Xpeng are producing electric vehicles at prices that challenge traditional automakers. Many of these companies control their own battery production and supply chains, allowing them to lower costs even further. Their expansion into global markets is forcing established manufacturers to respond with more competitive pricing. This battle for market share is good news for consumers. Just like the smartphone wars of the 2010s, intense competition drives rapid innovation and falling prices. The result is a market where electric cars are becoming more affordable every year. 5. New battery designs are eliminating waste. Another reason EV prices are falling is that batteries themselves are being redesigned to eliminate unnecessary components. Traditional battery packs are made from smaller modules that are combined into larger assemblies. This process adds weight, complexity, and cost. New designs remove these intermediate layers entirely. Instead, battery cells are integrated directly into the vehicle structure. One example is the cell-to-pack technology developed by BYD. This approach increases energy density while reducing materials and manufacturing steps. Another innovation is the structural battery concept introduced by Tesla, where the battery pack becomes part of the vehicle's chassis. These designs reduce the number of parts required to build an EV and lower overall manufacturing costs. Over time, these improvements will make electric vehicles cheaper and more efficient than traditional cars. 6. Software is replacing expensive hardware. Modern cars are becoming computers on wheels, and this shift is reducing manufacturing costs. In older vehicles, many functions require dedicated mechanical components. Climate controls, driving modes, and safety systems often relied on separate hardware modules. Electric vehicles are increasingly controlled by centralized software systems instead. Companies like Tesla pioneered the concept of software-defined vehicles. Features can be added or improved through over-the-air updates rather than physical upgrades. 7. The entire industry is pivoting to electric. The final reason EV prices are falling is simple. The entire automotive industry is shifting toward electric vehicles. Governments around the world are setting ambitious goals to reduce emissions and phase out gasoline engines. These policies are pushing automakers to accelerate EV development. As more companies commit to electric platforms, research and development costs are spread across larger production volumes. The electric car revolution is no longer just about cleaner transportation. It's about affordability. For years, many drivers assumed EVs would always carry a price premium, but the reality unfolding today tells a very different story. Batteries are getting cheaper, factories are getting smarter, and competition between automakers is intensifying at a global scale. The result is a transformation that could reshape the car market entirely. Within the next decade, electric vehicles may not only match the price of gasoline cars, they could actually become cheaper to buy. And when you factor in lower maintenance, fewer moving parts, and the ability to charge at home, the total cost of ownership becomes even more compelling. What once seemed like futuristic technology is rapidly becoming the most practical option on the road. The next time you shop for a car, the biggest surprise might not be how advanced electric vehicles have become. It might be how surprisingly affordable they are. Let us know in the comments what you think about why your next electric car will cost 50% less. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more captivating content on our YouTube channel.